is a Zerbinator Land production. Enjoy.
Hi and welcome.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
That's something for you to decide.
I think you're talking to them.
Yeah. Hey, I have a question for you. How is your diet going?
The diet is going all right. I had a bit of a downslide during the holiday season. I think that's unavoidable. My mom mailed us like a giant box of candy and cookies. As you know, I'm trying to stay off the sugar, and I've been super successful at it. I've made, you got to make. Here's the deal: when you make changes like this, you have to look at the situation and assert control wherever you can. And the main way that I do that is if I go to the store, I just make sure not to buy sugar stuff, because if the sugar stuff's not in the house, you can't eat it. You know what I mean? It's like if you buy a box of ring dings, you're going to eat the ring dings. But if you never, ever, ever introduce the ring dings to the environment, then there's no possible way that you can eat them. So I switched over to a no sugar peanut butter. Peanut butter was always one of my weaknesses. Oh, I love peanut butter so much. And I switched to a no sugar peanut butter, and I flipped the script to the plain no sugar yogurt. We got no sugar jam, which is different. After a while though of eating the no sugar stuff, you do get used to it. So if you guys are considering making a change like that, at first the jam's going to be bitter. At first the peanut butter is going to be salty, but after a while, you get used to it. Now I hate it to be the kind of person who's oh, I had a piece of candy and it was just too sweet. I couldn't handle it. But you do get to that point where, if you eat something sugary, it does taste overwhelmingly sweet. And
your taste buds have been affected by the goodness of non-poison, and then all of a sudden you're eating poison again, and you can taste why you're poisonous.
Yeah, but over Christmas I did slip. My mom sent some cookies, and I ate some cookies.
Does she know you're on a diet, Brian?
I want to tell her that, but what are you going to do? She's like, oh, I made you guys a bunch of cookies. Am I supposed to go? Excuse me, Mom. Don't send those to me, because
you say
I'm on a sugar-free diet.
Address and give her mine.
I could do that. Where do you like? Oh, on the shores of lovely Lake Bazak in Connecticut,
which is covered in a white, beautiful blanket of snow, winter wonderland.
What's the name of your town?
I live in Middlefield.
Middlefield, on the shores of lovely Lake Bazak in Middlefield, Connecticut, the home of Kevin Zerb. 1414 Kevin Zerby Lane. It's weird that you moved onto a street that has your name and has nothing to do with you. It's an amazing coincidence.
The odds of that happening were astounding.
It just started raining. I can hear it on the roof.
That's not us.
I could totally... No, it's here.
Oh.
We really need the rain, so this is good news. We've had a bit of drizzle, the little drizz coming down, but this sounds like a full-on...
I used to listen to Little Drizz. That was actually my DJ name back in the 80s, Little Drizz.
My DJ name was DJ MC, and then when I rapped, it was MC DJ. So...
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Number one hip-hop DJ, DJ MC. And I was also the number one hip-hop MC, MC DJ.
I was rocking the mic, MC.
MC rocked the mic.
Yeah.
And now, it's time for Pretentious Podcast with Brian and Zerbinator.
I have questions, tons of them, but before we continue, I have to tell everybody what they're listening to, or else they'll just stop.
Doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
Hey, go ahead.
All right. Welcome to Pretentious Podcast. This is episode 14, titled, Hey. So, all right, here's the question.
What's it called?
Hey.
Just hey? Hey? Yeah.
But it's up to you how we spell it.
With an A.
Okay, then.
Hey. All
right, so the questions I have are, how are things doing since the fires? How are you doing? And is there improvement? And is there any signs of, well, I'm sure there's signs of community fixing, but natural enhancements, like our saplings coming out and our...
Man, it is raining hard right now.
And that's a good thing, too.
Can you hear that? It is
No, but that's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, as far as the fire... I just saw on the paper the other day that they put up the first frame of a house that's since that's being rebuilt since the disaster. So things are kind of slow going.
Obviously, it takes a while, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's like a shortage of construction people around here. I think there's probably like a shortage of construction people nationwide. It doesn't seem like as many people get into the trades as they used to. So there's like a construction shortage and
thanks computers.
Blah 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 blah. But they got a frame up, so things are moving in a positive direction.
Do you hear a lot of construction noises, like a lot of hammering and stuff? I mean, you said there's not many, but
no, that's mostly like on the far side of town. Where we were, I don't know. There was like a building that got burnt right near where we were.
Right.
And I don't believe that they're even going to rebuild the building. And then up around the corner, a bunch of houses got burnt down. And I don't know if they've started over there yet. I haven't gone over there near that neighborhood to see. I'm not sure. I wish I had more information for you, Kevin, about this.
No, this is fine. I admire very much what you're doing and what you have done with, pets. I've seen a lot of your posts about rescues, which I think is awesome, and getting animals back to their families and things like that.
No, you mentioned that there was a little article in the newspaper this morning. This one guy, he has a cat and he has a trailer. Like his property got burnt down, but he's living on a trailer on his property while they rebuild. And he has a cat that lives with him, and the cat's an outdoor cat. And there are community groups that are going around and trying to rescue all the lost cats because they scattered when the fire started. So they're kind of slowly moving back toward where they live, and people are trying to capture them and pair them up with their owners, but they keep grabbing this guy's cat. He said that he's made like 5 different trips to the Humane Society because people keep grabbing his cat
Poor cat.
and taking it away, and then they call him and they're just like, oh, we have your cat again, and
we got
has
Herman.
to go
Sorry,
pick it up. Yeah.
Herman's back.
What was that? Vermins are back?
Herman. I figured the cat's name was Herman for some reason.
I forget the cat's name. It's a white cat. They were saying that was one of the issues. It's like it's a white cat, and there are ashes and such. So the cat, comes out all dirty, and people are like, "Oh my God, look at this poor cat!" It had some kind of a white cat name, such as Snowball or Ice Block or I don't know, something wintry. Snow Fire. Snow Job. I don't remember. I can look it up. I can go get the. Hold on. Let me go get the paper.
Yes,
Let me go.
Please go ahead, because that's very important for the podcast.
Yeah, you guys need to know. Hold on. Let me see. His name was Ice Pick.
Oh, well, that's a white cat's name.
Yeah, that's a white cat.
I thought maybe
name.
it would be something like Biff.
Nope, Ice Pick. Ice Pick the cat. Let me put that newspaper back.
Caucasian the cat.
Mm-hmm. So I heard that you're not going to record with Ferg later today.
Tonight I had planned on recording with Ferg. I went to the Please Stand By worksheet and I got a headache. I feel like crap. I cannot get over it. I'm recording with you today out of pity because I feel that after talking to you on the phone yesterday, that if I didn't record with you, you might do something devastating, and I didn't want that.
So we can expect another long delay between episodes of the Please Stand By.
At least another week. I asked him if we could do it another. Do you really want me to do it tonight?
Maybe you guys could get your New Year's episode out by March.
It could be.
It could be the year in review, March 15th.
Well, I plan to title the next episode. Honest to God, I already typed in the title. At least it's going to be called 2018
Year in Review. 2017.
I don't want to review the last year.
July 18th.
I really don't. There's no purpose in reviewing this last year. It's been terrible.
You don't think so?
No. I'm starting my life from now.
It happened. You have to acknowledge it happened.
I let it go. It was never here.
Why am I always hungry when we start doing this?
Because I'm fat. And you see your potential. Because I'm fat. You see me as a tub of lard thinking, I could look like that. Let me go get myself a burger.
You shouldn't think of yourself that way. You got to have a positive image of yourself.
That is a positive
image. Otherwise, this leads to other problems.
I just feel
you'll get distraught.
I'm not distraught. I'm happy.
You seem distraught. You seem a bit distraught today.
I feel like crap. I've been sick since November 2002.
How long have you been sick?
Since about November of last year.
What's the cause, do you think?
Sub-zero temperatures and very low immune system. And it's been hanging on. It started with, I'm sure, a bronchitis. I had a terrible doctor. You know those places that pop up for urgent care?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hospitals?
Yeah, no, not hospitals. These are these little 7-Eleven urgent care places. They keep popping up. They're doing.
Why do you go to those places?
All in Connecticut because they're closer, but the copay is more expensive. I'm getting a headache thinking about it.
Do you have insurance?
And we have insurance, really good insurance, actually.
Why don't you just go to the normal hospital?
Because my doctor, unfortunately, was moving during the time that I was extremely sick, and I said, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the other one. And he was cool with that for some reason. So I go, and I meet, George Carlin said somewhere on the planet is the worst doctor. And on top of that, someone has an appointment to see him tomorrow, which is true. I met that worst doctor, and I just made myself an appointment. And I go in, and I sit down in the chair, and I said, I got this, 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 and this. I can't breathe through my nose. Every time I talk, I start coughing, wheezing, gunk, bleh. And the doctor talks to me for a little bit about how great the place is they just opened, and then walks away. I'm the only one in this building that's just open. And it took her like 30 minutes to come back. And she goes, okay, everything's set up. And I said, what? Didn't tell me what I had. Didn't tell me how I felt. Didn't tell me when I'd feel better. And she goes, just go out. I go out, and she's popping bubbles with a packaging box, the little air bubble thingies. She's popping bubbles, and she goes, here you go. I go, here. I go, what? She goes, just take that, and you start feeling better. What is that? Oh, that's Bactrim. It's an antibiotic. And I said, and what do I have? She says, you just have a really bad cold, but that'll help. And still, with the bubble thing, and I'm like, you're the worst doctor
Bactrim.
I have ever. It's some kind of bacillin, bacafin, bactracin, any of those. It's just some kind of antibiotic. And so I took it, and it really didn't help. And I complained.
Not at all?
No. I called the complaint line. I was like, I had the worst doctor. Oh, we're so sorry. We'll make sure someone calls you. The next day, the same nurse that took my information calls back and goes, how you feeling? I said, like crap. It was the worst experience. Okay, well, call back in a couple of days and let us know how you feel. And she hung up on me.
Really?
Yeah. So
That's what you get for going to a pop-up hospital. Why don't you go to
God.
Kevin, the best hospital is not necessarily the one that is closest to you.
This is something I've learned. Don't judge a hospital by its book.
Proximity?
Proximity. Don't
How
judge.
far away is your normal hospital?
And just because you feel bad doesn't mean it's urgent. The word urgent comes into play.
I never go in. I went in recently for like a standard checkup, and the doctor's like, well, we haven't seen you in 6 years. I'm just like, I felt fine. What do we want me to say?
That's me. I don't see a doctor unless it's absolutely imperative.
I'm trying to be more about it. I'm trying to be more
Health
proactive.
Watch. Right.
Just go in, get the checkups, do the exams, do the stuff before something happens. It seems like if you get it before, it's better than after. But I don't know, man. I didn't,
Well, how do you know what's
knock
before,
on wood.
though?
I've been fairly healthy. So
how do you know what's before, though? Do you go into a podiatrist and go, it's possible I could end up with gout?
I mean, I think, all right.
How soon
when I went
before?
in, what they recommended was like a series of like blood tests and like urine tests. I guess that's what they do to see if you have potential for gout and all that stuff. Do you have gout?
No.
Yet.
Not yet. I have to go check and make sure that I don't have it.
But you are diabetic, if I remember correctly.
No, I do not have the beaties nor the sugars.
You have type 4 diabetes, which is that's not one of the worser ones. It's one of the better ones. It just means you're kind of like a sweet person. You're a sweet guy.
Oh,
it's okay.
Thanks very much.
But it could lead to type 5 diabetes, which requires immediate amputation of everything above your shoulders.
Of said body parts. How come people don't get type 6?
Type 6 is a bad one, too. That requires amputation of everything below your shoulders.
Let me ask you this.
Huh.
What made you think I had diabetes? Because I'm fat?
No, I don't know. I see you injecting these needles all the time.
You
guys,
MS.
you don't get to see the full video feed of this, but Kevin is right now on an IV drip, and he also keeps injecting. I don't know. He's putting these needles into the meat of his shoulder. I don't know. That's not where I would do it, but I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen somebody with an IV drip in their house that wasn't in their bed, but whatever. Do your thing, homie. Live your life.
Just do what I can just to stay alive until the next doctor.
Do what you do. So when will we see another episode of Please Stand By? Because I thought the Christmas one was great.
Thank you.
But it was a bit weird listening to it in late January.
We always have a belated. It's a Simpsons fan thing. Both Ferg and I are fans of The Simpsons, and we always
The Simpsons now.
All Simpsons. There's nothing different about The Simpsons now. This is an argument I'm going to get into.
All right.
But first, let me finish my comment. We like to have belated because The Simpsons always had the Halloween specials late and the Christmas specials late, and I thought that was cool because it extended the holiday.
Maybe.
All right. Simpsons. Now and then. There's so many people that complain. It's the same. It hasn't changed. We've just gotten older.
No, it's really bad now. I've been watching The Simpsons consistently since it started, and just this past month I went ahead and canceled the season pass on the DVR. So it was weird. It was weird to do it, but I'm out. I'm out on The Simpsons. I love it.
Completely. I still watch it. It hasn't changed for me in one little bit. And of course, my favorite being Homer. I try to strive to be Homer, and I've succeeded.
I can't remember the last time it made me laugh. I just watch it out of habit. I don't know. I feel bad. It's been a part of my life for so long, but I don't know.
What did you get for Christmas?
What did I get for Christmas?
Let's do that.
Let's see. What did I let me look around and see. Oh, I got my wife got me Castle Grayskull, the vintage Castle Grayskull, which I had wanted for a while. I got, what did I get? Man, I'm drawing a blank on this. What did I get? I got Castle Grayskull.
Hey, Brian.
Is that your Skeletor voice?
Yeah, that's the best I can do.
It's all right.
Thanks very much.
I didn't get Skeletor. I got Castle Grayskull. I got He-Man. I got Battle Cat. I got a Man-at-Arms. And that's probably about it. What did you get?
I got this.
What is that?
Another microphone.
What?
Look.
Why do you have two? I've only ever had the one.
I got this one from my daughter because, and as you can see, it swings back over this way for the piano if I want to sing, or if I have a guest host, it comes up here, and this one comes back here. You probably won't see me anymore. And I can talk to the guest host of podcasts, such as Lewis when he does TheaterCast.
TheaterCast.
And these mics are made by the same company, and they both sound, as you can tell, they sound amazing.
How's TheaterCast going? That's the show where you review movies that came out 5 months ago?
No, well, we're going to be doing something a little bit more recent. We're going to be doing The Arrival next, which is actually a pretty good movie.
The what the heck is that dummy's name? God, I can't remember that guy's name. The Charlie Sheen movie?
No, this is the movie with the guy
I think that came
from
out
the Avengers.
1999.
No, the guy who's in the Avengers who plays Hawk, that guy, and then Amy
Adams. I saw that movie. It was directed by the dude who did Blade Runner.
Yes,
I thought that was fantastic, but that came out 9 months ago.
Yeah, I know.
Did you just see it?
I just saw it. He had seen it a long time ago and loved it and asked if we could do it. I want us to go together to go see Star Wars.
You haven't seen Star Wars?
The Close Contact, Search for Spock. What is it called?
No, I'm not sure. You haven't seen Star Wars yet?
I haven't seen the new one, no.
No?
Nope. Not trying to beat people into it, but I want to show you something.
How do you avoid the spoilers and stuff? It's by this point you probably know everything that happened.
Look at these. These are all Christmas presents over the year. Look how old this is. It's breaking.
You got some, what are those, AMC gift cards? Where does that start?
Yeah, these are all movie cards, and $25 each. And so Shelley and I were talking about finally using, I got like 30 of them in here.
30 $20 cards?
There's a bunch in here. Look how full this thing is.
Why don't you go?
I'm not a movie guy. I hate to see other people. I hate to see kids. I hate cell phones.
You should say that on TheaterCast. I'm not a movie guy. But here we go. TheaterCast. That could be the tagline. I'm not a movie guy.
We should have called it Netflix Cast or
I'm not
Hulu Cast.
Just change the name. I'm not a movie guy. But here's my movie show. What was the last time you went to the theater?
Last time I went to the theater was to see the first Star Wars with my buddy Phil. Phil took me.
Back in 1977?
No. The first...
You haven't gone since?
What is the name of that one that came out?
Force Awakens?
The sleeping... Yes. You shouldn't force anything on anybody, first of all.
The movie was so good.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I loved it.
No, it was good. I love them all. Except for everything before Rogue One. Rogue One was my favorite.
Rogue One is maybe my favorite, too. We went to the movies 75 times last year.
Good God. Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. We go to the movies a lot. The goal was 100. But then, like, the fires happened. And, like, I keep a list of everything that we see with, like, dates and stuff. And there's, like, this month and a half gap, and that blew the chance at 100. So another tragedy of the Tubbs fire. I didn't get to see 100 movies. I only got to see 75.
Do you have a outdoor, what do you call those things, the drive-in?
Drive-in?
Yeah.
No.
We have one apparently in a town called Southington. I have never been to one.
I haven't been to a drive-in since we moved from Illinois. There used to be one here. Not here per se, but like on the way to San Francisco. It was on like the side of the highway, and you could see the movies as you drove by, which is always fun. Like you'd be driving by, like trying to stick your head out the window and see what was playing over there. But
you could see it.
That was like forever ago. You're like, look, it's Empire Strikes Back.
Here's an important question.
Airplane 2.
From where you are, do you know the way to San Jose?
San Jose is fairly far. A couple, maybe 2.5 hours. I'm sure I could find my way there. But
okay.
There's no reason to go there. It's not a fun place.
That song is useless now with GPS.
I don't even know what that song's about. Why would anyone want to go to San Jose? I collect coffee mugs. I like the like milk glass coffee mugs, like the ones that are like white. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have a milk glass collection that I got from my grandmother when she passed away.
Yeah, I love them. I love like the kind that are like advertising mugs and stuff. But I have one that's like a tourist mug for San Jose, and it's like Winchester Mystery House, San Jose Airport. It's like the two.
That's awesome.
It's a terrible place. It's not terrible. It's just boring.
There's a movie coming out called Winchester.
What? Yeah, I saw that. Have you ever? No, you haven't been to California. We did the tour of the Winchester Mystery House, and it's like 3.5 hours of walking through a house, having somebody open doors that go to nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and here's another room that goes nowhere. Here's a door on the floor that leads to nowhere. Like, wow.
That was my other nickname back in the 80s. A door on the floor right here talking to you.
The door that goes nowhere.
I can't wait to see it. I wish I could go to it. I think.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Zerby.
Why is it Zerby? Why not just Zerb?
Because there's an E on the end.
Yeah, but like it should be Zerb.
We have a history of French, German. You spit in the platoon, and the sound it makes is pating. When you spell that, it's Putinge. The E is silent.
What?
What was your question?
It's nothing. Nothing at all. So what do we have on the topic sheet for today? Nothing?
Absolutely. I didn't touch the sheet because you told me that we have something very important to do in this episode.
Do we?
Something about trivia?
Oh, you know what we were going to do? I wanted to talk about the Christmas presents that we exchanged over the Christmas season. I got the box that you sent me. I thought it was really nice. I don't know how you knew my address, which was weird. I didn't recall giving it to you, but you had it.
a lot of people, a lot of time, and I'm glad that your mom and I are friends on Facebook.
So I got the present, and I really, I appreciate it. I appreciate that you took the time to wrap it and send it to me. But I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth, and I appreciate the sentiment, but I don't know. You got me
a horse?
Kevin got me a fire extinguisher, and I thought it was in somewhat poor taste, but I appreciate the sentiment. I appreciate that he's trying to improve the safety of the house.
Yeah.
But we were outside at the fire pit, barbecuing a little bit, and I'm like, well, let's use the fire extinguisher Kevin got to put it out. Let's give it a test shot. And confetti came out, so it wasn't even a real fire extinguisher. It was a joke.
Didn't the little flag come out and the white note come?
It was glitter and confetti. So I sprayed it all over the fire, and it just made a weird smell.
I'm sorry about that. I thought it would work, and I really thought you'd get a kick out of it.
But what if it was like a real fire? Like, what if it was a kitchen fire, for example? And I'm like, grab the fire extinguisher, and confetti comes out. That's not even. That could have put us in serious danger, Kev.
I wasn't thinking.
No,
I would like.
But
can I talk about
again?
What you got?
I appreciate
me?
the sentiment. It was nice.
Let me get what you got me. Hold on. It's right here.
Kevin is getting up from the chair and walking past his IV drip toward the living room to get what I got him. It's going to be a great surprise. You guys are going to be jazzed. Here it is. Kevin has it right now. You hear it?
You remember this?
I do remember that.
He got me a Christmas tin.
Uh-huh.
And on the inside...
Look at him open it. What a he-man.
Oh, God, it stinks. Oh. Jeez.
You can see hold on. I can barely see inside.
Well,
I know what's in there. But
not much left, but what's inside are used IV bags. And
that's where you store them now?
No, this is the ones that you gave me, so when my IV bags get full, I can switch them out with these, but these are used.
When I sent them, they were full. They may have dripped out.
I think
during
it dripped
the trip.
out, but the side of them says urina. I don't know what they're used for.
Those are my old catheter bags. I thought you could reuse them as IVs.
What is a catheter?
What?
What is a catheter? Is that a Catholic thing?
It is.
Oh.
You know what I learned the other day? I was just like...
Let me put this away. God, that's...
I am like somewhat interested in like the workings of the body. And I was looking up the kidney, like seeing how your kidneys work and your bladder works and stuff. How full do you think your bladder has to be before you have the urge to urinate?
Oh, gosh. I would have to say a cup.
It is 1/4 full. When it hits the 1/4 mark, you feel the urge to go to the restroom. I thought that was interesting. In my mind, it always felt like, it must be like super full, but it's only partially full. So you can resist that urge. You're not topped off. So when you guys have to go, don't go. Just keep holding it. Wait.
I've had to go since we started
some more water.
Recording.
What'd you say? Look at him drink.
I had to go since we started recording.
Have you?
Yeah. But thank you.
Maybe past the 1/4, you might be up at the 3rd. So watch out.
Thanks for the Christmas present. I don't have to get up.
If you get much past the 3rd, there is a risk that your bladder could burst. So
really,
just burst inside of you. So be careful. Be careful, guys.
What is the size? Like, how many gallons can a bladder hold?
Well, I looked at this too. It says initially your bladder is like 2 inches across. But it has the potential to expand to a full 6 inches by 6 inches, which is huge. I can't even imagine having something that like inside your body, like a big bag of fluid. It's huge, man. That's like a balloon.
How much snow did you get over this past terrible winter?
We got 0.
Oh,
we got 0. It has snowed here in the past, but that was like moons ago, many, many, many moons ago. I've only seen it like once or twice in the entirety of my California career.
Last night we got close to 15 inches.
Not even true. I looked at the weather report before. I thought you might try to pull something like this. I know how you like people to feel sorry for you. So I thought you might pull something like this. So I looked, and As far as I can see, this is on, my Google weather. It says
New
Lake
Haven.
Bazak is at a sunny 75 degrees.
Oh, nice. What year are you looking at? What month are you looking at?
Oh, well, I didn't consider that. It's not always the same?
No, not at all.
I always thought, when you got a weather report, that's just what it was forever.
Sure
it changes?
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, how does that work?
Well, you can't fool Mother Nature, said the butter spread company, but the weather changes when the patterns change in the sky. You could have winter weather, summer weather, spring weather, or fall weather, depending on the time of year.
This is weird. This is what I think. I think the weather's the same, but the Earth is spinning, and you go through the different weather zones. Because I think the Earth spins like a circle, but it also spins up to down and sometimes backwards. So you never know which way it's going to go. You might end up in a various weather pattern. It's hard to say, man. It's all random. It's random, man.
You want to go on to the trivia?
Yes, I have a trivia game here. Let me reach for it. It took me a while. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm reaching.
Can you hear him reach?
I got it. It's on a small pink piece of paper that I am reusing. Let me look at my notes. We got Christmas gifts. We already did that.
Right.
So we can move past that point. And now
Thank
we
you
are
very much for the,
we're on a trivia game that I have compiled. It's a guessing
bag.
game. Well, it's more than a guessing game. This is a game based on knowledge, but there may be some guessing involved. We are going to go over, I have seven questions here in which you have to guess whether the person I named is a professional wrestler or a comic book character.
You got it.
Kevin, are you ready to begin?
I am so ready.
The first person on the list is Doc Samson. Let me get my pencil here so I can mark down how many you got wrong.
What is broccoli?
Nope, that is wrong, Kevin.
Sorry about that.
He is not that. Is Doc Samson a professional wrestler or a comic book character?
I haven't said anything yet. What are you doing?
Look at you think.
Doc Samson. My first thought was either briefcases or shoes, but I'm going to go with wrestler.
The world is waiting, Kevin. He is, in fact, a comic book character. He is the Incredible Hulk's psychiatrist, Dr. I believe Leonard Samson.
Dang
so
it.
That's one wrong.
Sorry.
The next one on the list is the Shockmaster.
Cartoon character.
He is a professional wrestler.
Son of a...
That's two. You are not doing so great, Kevin. I expected more. Number 3 on the list, Johnny Blaze.
Cartoon character.
Johnny Blaze is, in fact, a comic book character. That is the alter ego of the Ghost Rider. So you got one right. So beep, 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 mark that here.
Thank you.
The next one on the list,
Happy
the
New Year.
Repo Man.
Repo Man.
Mm-hmm. The Repo Man.
That's the guy who took my damn truck.
Have you ever been repoed?
No.
No, me neither.
But my stepfather was. Motorcycle, camper, and truck all on the same day.
Got to pay your bills, kids.
It's a hilarious day.
The
Oh,
world is
Brian, I'm
waiting.
going to go ahead and use a lifeline. What was the person's name? Samson?
The
right?
Repo Man.
Repo Man. Oh, this is going to be great.
Are we going to take it live the second he picks up? That's what we should do.
Doug, can you hear me?
I can.
Hello, Doug. Can you hear Brian?
I cannot hear Doug.
I can hear Brian, yeah.
Okay, and he can't hear you because of the wonderful new Skype program.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I need to talk louder or?
No, just this is, you're going to be used as a lifeline.
Okay.
And the question is, the Repo Man, is that a comic book hero or a wrestler?
I don't think it's either one. I think it's Emilio Estevez.
He thinks it's Emilio Estevez.
That is incorrect.
That was incorrect.
And that is not one of the options. So, therefore, automatically incorrect.
That is automatically incorrect. And, Doug, I want to thank you for your time.
All right. Well, sorry I couldn't be
I
more
just heard
help.
him right there.
Oh, he can hear you now. He said, hey, Brian.
Oh, man, I can't hear him now. I heard him for a second. I heard him go, all right.
You can hear. Can you hear Brian? He can hear you, but you can't hear him. What the hell?
Is Doug at work right now?
Doug is at work, and he can hear you just fine.
Doing the Lord's work, helping folks.
He's helping the folks and doing the Lord's work.
Doing the missionary work out there, making the world a better place for everyone.
I wish I could figure out why you can't hear him.
It's freaking me out.
Bye-bye.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that stinks that you can't hear him.
But you heard it?
I heard it, and he could hear you, but you couldn't hear him, and that's irritating. It was incorrect.
But you never hazarded a guess there.
Well,
Kevin.
then my guess would have to be comic book hero.
Oh, sorry. Another wrong answer, Kev. You are not the comic book or wrestling expert that I thought you were. So, on to the next one.
Oh, please.
The next character is Red Zeppelin.
Red Zeppelin is a comic book character.
That is true, but inside the world of comic books, he is, in fact, a professional wrestler. So, either way, you would have got that correct. Kevin Zerb almost fell out of his seat there laughing so hard.
Oh. All right.
On to the next one. So right now you are at you're not doing so great. The next one is The Tugboat.
Oh gosh, that was a children's show. That's also what I used to call it when I used to take a bath.
Oh, you play with bath toys, Kevin?
No, we never had any.
No.
I'm going to say wrestler.
The Tugboat is in fact a wrestler. One second, right now, you got one. It's good for you, Kevin.
I'm doing very well.
I'm happy. You did good. Interestingly enough, the character of the Tugboat is also the same guy who played the Shockmaster, which we talked about earlier. So,
wow.
Bit of a side note, and then we are on to the last one. There is a chance for a bonus. If you get this correct, you will get to go into the bonus round. The next one is Lasertron.
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 Wrestler.
Lasertron is a wrestler. You go to the bonus round. In the bonus round, you will be trying to guess if this person is a wrestler or a hip-hop MC.
Oh, gosh.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
The person's name is Wolfie D.
Does it negate all previous scores and give me 1,000?
If you get this, you will win the game.
Okay. The name
person's
once more,
name is
please?
Wolfie D.
What is it?
Wolfie D.
Can I have it in a sentence, please?
Wolfie D is either a hip-hop MC or a professional wrestler.
Point of origin?
He is from somewhere in the South. I couldn't nail down. Hold on. Let me hit the Googles and we will see Wolfie D. Wolfie D was born in Nashville, Tennessee. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess, Brian, because of the fact that we're playing a game of wrestling and cartoons, and then you threw in something a little different to throw me off.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to guess that the game always remains the same. So, after final thought, can I have him in a sentence, please?
Wolfie D is perhaps best known for his appearances in Nashville, Tennessee, December 7th, 1973. How was that?
Wrestler.
He is, in fact, a wrestler. Kevin, you win. There you go. So, no matter how the rest of the day goes, you got something. You got something going for you. Look at you. You look so depressed after that big victory.
My stomach hurts after doing it all.
The pressure is getting to you.
Oh, it was just much. You know, one of my ailments is just sheer exhaustion.
You're a little tired. What time did you go to bed, Kevin?
2 a.m. last night.
Why so late?
Well, I normally am working. Yesterday was normally a work day, but I had called out because of the weather of 72 degrees. And
what about all the poor people who needed their medications?
Yeah.
They're probably dead. They're probably dead now.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
You hope.
It's just legal drug pushing.
You hope, though. But what if somebody's like, I need my prescription, and they didn't get it, and
That's up to the owner of the drugstore to get into one of his many high-powered vehicles that sit down in the garage and to go and deliver if it's an emergency.
I kind of feel like you're just pushing it off on somebody else.
Yeah. So I went to bed at 2 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and got up at... First time I woke up was 5 a.m., then fell back asleep probably around 8 a.m., and then got up at 11 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
That's like 12 hours sleep. You should be fine.
No, I sleep a lot, but I never am fine.
How come? Why do you sleep so much?
It's just part of the game. I get 12 to 16 hours of sleep a day.
You do not.
Yeah, because I take naps in the afternoon.
That's probably why the Pretentious podcast doesn't come out on time.
Yeah.
Less time sleeping, more time talking to Ferg is what I think. But it's cool, man. Not everybody has like a strong work ethic, you know? Not everybody has this California work ethic that we have here.
Yeah, that California work ethic.
The California work ethic is hard, strong. You know,
strong. You're leading the country in work ethics.
We are leading the country in all ethics, to be honest with you. But
true.
It's fine. It's fine. We don't look down on you guys. We look after you
towards
guys.
The left. You look over towards the left at us. Canada looks down on us.
Is it snowing right now over there? Good old
beautiful, bright,
Lake Fisac?
sunny, blue skies. Very bright day, which is why I look so white.
That's something that happens, huh? Like the snow makes everything seem brighter when the snow comes out. It kind of reflects off the white. Isn't that part of it?
Yep, exactly.
I would imagine. Yeah. What do you do out in the snow? Do you make snow angels? You ever do that?
No, never did that. I did a lot of sledding. We used to.
Do you have a snowsuit?
I used to.
You don't now? Do they make those for adults?
They do. Dickies, the company Dickies makes incredible snowsuits for men.
Like women. Nylon and whatever?
Yep. Nylon. And it's the kind where you dress in and then all of a sudden, you know, you fall over and your brother has to come pick you up.
And you don't have one of those?
No.
Why?
I don't need it.
How about snowshoes?
Nope.
You don't have skis.
Sneakers.
You like the cross-country ski?
No. I can't balance. I sled.
Do you sled, like, to work?
I have a toboggan.
Do you have a snow machine?
No. My son-in-law does, though.
That seems like fun. I would definitely have one if it snowed enough to...
We actually hire a man to come and do our front for us.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. Are you thinking snow blower?
Yeah, what did you mean? Oh,
like
a snow machine that makes snow?
No, like, you know, those...
Where
they have, like, skis in the front and, like, treads in the back, and you jam around in the snow.
I had one of those. That'd be great because the lake's frozen over and you could ride on it.
Do you have to chain your tires?
No.
No?
But it is legal to stud your tires.
Do you have to have special snow tires? Or you just use your Walmart tires?
I've got my... I don't have Walmart tires. I have Firestone.
Don't you have Walmart? I could have sworn you told me that you were going to Walmart to get yourself a brand new pair of tires.
Battery.
I'm just like, I said, well, tires come in 4s, but you're just going to get a pair, so I don't know. It's weird.
Cheaper that way, but no, I go to Firestone for all my goodness.
Firestone, yeah, right. Don't try to make me think you're all fancy. Firestone. You're a Walmart tire guy. It's cool, man. You're a man of the people. Walmart brand tires. Walmart brand tires. The tires guaranteed to get you at least 75 miles an hour on each tread. Walmart brand tires.
Yeah, they
brand guaranteed not to skid too far in the rain or snow.
We'll get you 10 feet away from where you started.
Walmart brand tires. Guaranteed to get you out of the parking lot.
That's right. Or your money back.
Professionally balanced by our Walmart cashiers. Walmart brand tires.
There is questions I have for you.
Sure.
I do.
Nothing too personal, I hope.
And now it's time for What Have You Done?
This is the What Have You Done portion of the show. So I have questions. We've gone over Christmas presents. We've done some trivia there with the wrestlers and the comic book artists.
Yeah, you did all right at that. I thought you'd do it a little better, but you did all right.
I try.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask you.
Yeah.
What was the longest you have ever gone without stopping to use the restroom?
That's weird that you would ask me that, because I was just thinking about that right now. I was looking back at the longest I've ever gone without going to the restroom, and
something I do very often. Yeah,
I try my best to not go very often. It's just, what am I trying to prove? It's like
why be tyrannized by your bladder, right?
I'm just, like a confident person. I don't have to impress anybody by going to the bathroom a lot. I like to go, when I go, I want to make it count. You know what I mean? And I want to go and then have to go again a little while later. I try to go maybe once a day if I can. I save it up to like, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock at night. And then I let it go. It usually takes a good 10, 15 minutes. But, that's how I do it, man. It's like, it's too time consuming to go again and again and again. Who needs repeat trips? Why do something when you could do it correctly? You know what I'm saying, Kevin?
Once.
Yeah, just once. Once a day.
Once a day is all you need.
Oddly enough, it's all exactly like the same length of time. I tightly regulate what I drink. I make sure to drink exactly 28 ounces of water a day. That's just straight water. 28 ounces of just straight water with no additives, no Kool-Aid, no Diet Pepsi, just
Crystal Light,
straight crystal water. Right from we have a stream that goes through our backyard, and I go out there and I fill my canteen and I drink that every day. That I also drink maybe 9 ounces of coffee. I brew that with the water from the stream and the beans that I've grown on my tree in the backyard. So
crush them with a rock, do you?
No, I wouldn't call it a rock. It's more of like a mortar and pestle. I kind of get in there and I kind of I make it cowboy style in one of those
nice
percolator pots. That kind of you see the bubble up on the top, and then after I do that, I have another round where I French press it again to get it
a little bit of a French thing going.
What was that?
A little bit of a French thing going there. That's nice.
A little French press. So to get back to the point of the question,
bathroom.
I would say the longest I've ever gone without going to the bathroom is maybe, I don't know, 45 minutes.
Okay. That's good.
I have to go right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh. Well, don't do it.
I might.
Well, don't be tyrannized by yourself, You have to train your body. My belief is train your body. Sure, it's going to hurt like hell. It is going to hurt like hell.
What?
But to train your body not to use the bathroom as much as everybody else does. But you have to be unique or eunuch, however you want to put it, and not use the bathroom at every single whim or feeling or, pressure in the bladder or the, like they say in Uranus, don't push unless it's profitable.
What?
So, do you have any questions for me?
Do I have any questions for you? Well, we've covered the IV bags. We've covered your diabetes. We've covered the lateness of Please Stand By. Let's see. I can't think of anything offhand. If I would have known ahead of time, I would have.
What have you done as a segment in the show? What do you mean, known ahead of time?
You didn't send me the show notes this time.
I don't need to.
You always send them to me.
It's the same link.
Well, I don't save every link that you send me. Am I supposed to?
Yeah, I thought we were partners in this, Brian.
We haven't done one of these in 8 months. I thought the show was canceled. I thought that you had canceled it. I wasn't sure. So, I deleted all the links.
All right, I'll resend you all the links. But that being said, it's what have you done? That being said. After said conversation being said.
Mm-hmm.
What question would you have about what have I done?
Kevin, what have you done lately?
Oh. My wife.
How'd those deviled eggs come out?
Those came great. Oh my gosh. Have you ever had pickled eggs before?
No. Why were they pink?
I'm so glad you asked. Pickled eggs are made with Aunt Nellie's, which I like on Facebook, by the way. That's a company I would definitely...
what is it?
It's called Aunt Nell's.
Aunt Nell's.
With an E on the end. So I guess it's Aunt Nellie's. And it's a company that makes pickled beets. They pickle onions, everything, in glass jars and sell it. Are you okay?
Yeah, why?
Oh, it sounded like you fell over.
No, I was just readjusting in my chair. My chair's creaky. I kind of leaned forward all uncomfortably.
Oh, you were really into my conversation.
I'm trying to get close to the mic. When I lean away from the mic, I feel like I sound like I'm recording from inside of a tin can. So I try to
stay up on it.
Try to get nice and tight in here.
That's what she said. I'm leaving that.
Oh, look at you.
I'm sorry. Harvard Beets. You buy those, dump it into the jar. Then you take white vinegar, pour that into the jar. Then you take sugar, salt, pepper, and hard-boiled eggs. Put them in there. Delicious. Wait 4 days for them to pickle up.
4 days.
4 days is when you're going to get the beautiful taste. After 12 days is peak, but 4 days you pretty much are at what it's going to taste like even later. These suckers are good until they're bouncing on the floor like bouncy balls.
Do you do that with them?
You can after a good year. They pretty much just boom, 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 all over the place and hardly ever fall apart.
And this is a Christmas specialty of yours?
Christmas, summer, 4th of July is...
Yummy summer, pickled eggs in the heat of the sun. That's delightful. Sounds like a delight.
So now I've gone as far as deviling them. So what you do is you cut them in half. You know how to devil eggs before. You know, relish, mayonnaise, and the yolks. Put it all together. But for pickled deviled eggs, what you want to do is take horseradish, a lot of curry powder. Oh, God, I'm starting to drool just thinking about it. And then you go ahead and put in some cinnamon in there, just a little touch of cinnamon. And that adds some sweetness to it. Yeah. And stir that yolk up until it's all mushy. And then you take it and you slap it onto the other side of it.
You have to slap it?
You have to slap it. If you don't slap it, you don't get that look.
And other people they enjoy eating these?
Not many.
You just make them and eat them all yourself?
I pretty much do. Yes, sir.
That's not good, Kevin. That does not seem healthy.
It's not, but it's delicious.
I don't know, man. I think these are the kind of things that lead to, like...
death?
Late life health issues, you know? And I worry about you, man.
It's all right. It's late in your life.
You're getting up there in years already as it is.
I'm close to 50.
Are you close to 50?
I'm touching it. I'm touching 50. I haven't walked in the door yet.
Like being close to 50... How do you feel like physically different than when you were like, say, 30?
Well, that's a trick question because I have an ailment. So
what is that?
MS.
What?
So multiple sclerosis.
What does that mean? So
MS is multiple sclerosis, multiple scars. I got them all over the brain. I got 7 on.
Is that what it means?
Yeah, multiple scars. 7 on the brain, 9 on the spine. Or it could be the other way around. I don't know. I know it's 9 and 7. And, so since the age of 30, it's like I say, it's kind of like a trick question. If I was a normal human being, I think maybe I would feel a little bit more tired, a little bit more achy getting up, but not as severe as it is now.
Because, I'm 44, right? And I feel like...
Oh, you're a baby.
Yeah, that's what they said at the doctor's office. But I'm just like, oh, yeah, really? And then how come my back always hurts? My knees always hurt. It's
arthritis starts up in about mid-40s.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, okay. I'm like, why is it so hard to get out of a chair?
Arthritis.
I mean, it's just probably laziness, but it does seem like an effect of aging. You know what the effects of aging feel like? Is like anything that happens just takes like infinitely longer to get better. Like I pulled, not even like a pull. Just like I went. We had a day where we were just like walking like crazy. Like my wife has like a step counter, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, we did like 22,000 steps today." It was just one of those busy days, just up, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
That's good number.
I got like a strain, like not like in my groin muscle, but kind of like the front of my leg.
Yeah.
And this like lingered for like 3 weeks. I get up and I'm like, oh, my leg still hurts from walking too much. One day, 3 weeks ago. It's like, what the heck is going on?
Have you ever had costochondritis?
No. What is that?
It's something like has to do with your rib cage, and it's like an arthritic situation kind of thing mixed in with your muscles too. And it's it's something that comes and goes, but the older you get, it could actually end up hanging out. A lot of people get it. It's just comes with age. And that's my problem.
What is it called?
Costochondritis. You can check that out on your Google.
I just I was going to Google groin pull really quick. I hate to do that. Don't you hate it when you like...
That has nothing to do with masturbation.
No. But don't you hate it like the internet as far as like your ability to look up your symptoms?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it used to be like you have something and you're like, my elbow hurts. Who cares? But now you can look up like elbow pain. And the first thing that'll pop up is, elbow cancer. And you're like, oh my God, I have elbow cancer.
Yeah.
Because like I was going to like look up.
Self-diagnosis is not a good idea in any situation.
I was going to look up like, how long should a groin pull last? And the first thing that pops up is, all these horrible things that could happen to your...
Testicular cancer.
Yeah, first thing. Like, oh, you have a groin pull? Guess what? You also have testicular cancer. It's like,
and you always have to pick the softest one, too. You go down and you realize, there was a pin in the bed, and I rolled on it. I'll be fine.
Yeah, who knows, man? Diagnosing yourself... Do you ever feel like... you do like you have some kind of an ache and you try to like diagnose it on WebMD.
Yeah.
And then like whatever they suggest it could be, you start like feeling that.
Yeah. Yeah. You go in for like a headache and then you come out feeling like your hymen's been removed.
Yeah. I was talking to my doctor. It's like we were like the last time I had to go visit him and somehow like then like we started talking about pain a little bit and he was telling me how, like placebo effects and all these things that how people can give themselves pain by imagining something's happening.
Yeah.
And I started thinking like, well, what about like on the flippy flip? Why isn't like that you can give yourself pleasure? But like, why can't you go, I feel really great today and just start thinking great. And then you start feeling great. Why is it always
the opposite?
The opposite. It's always the opposite. You're like, oh, I'm annoyed. You start getting a headache. You never like, oh, I feel great. And then you start feeling euphoric. It's always the worst. I don't know. Maybe it's easier to feel pain.
It is. It's always
like,
easier to go down the negative instead of go up the positive. It's always easier because it's just such a stupid way.
Here's something: gradual onset groin pain. You don't even want to look at this on WebMD.
I'm not looking at nothing.
Before you know it, you're going to have chronic groin pain.
That's my other name from the 80s. I was known on the radio as chronic groin.
Here's something called Gilmore's groin, which is also called a sportsman's hernia or slapshot guts. I guess it's like a hockey injury. Oh my God, Kevin, my slapshot gut is acting up. I thank the good Lord that I've never had a hernia. That just seems like...
Someone's at the door.
Oh, that was me knocking on the wood.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
I do that. I am not like superstitious at all, but I knock on wood. It just is like, I don't want to be like, oh man, I'd hate to get slapshot groin. Next thing I know, slapshot groin. No way.
Slapshot groin. I love that name. That's
here's something, osteitis the pubis. Man, don't have to look up. Gradual onset groin
it's
pain.
It's like ostrich hair.
There could be several different reasons for gradual onset groin pain. But you're unlikely to pinpoint the exact injury. That's great.
Well, then they made it up. They make up words for some things, too. I think that the longer the word is, the more fact that it probably doesn't exist. If they come up with anything more than 10 syllables, it's not real.
You don't think?
Nope.
Not at all?
Nope.
Multiple sclerosis. No, it's only 6. Maybe you really do have it.
It's possible.
How old were you when you were diagnosed?
It was in 2005 when I was diagnosed. It was 1981 when the signs first started showing them.
81? You went that long?
Well,
before you saw
80s,
the doctor?
No, I saw plenty of doctors, and they thought that I was lazy. They thought that I didn't.
You can tell by the way that Please Stand By comes out that might be true.
Yeah.
I only say that. I will say this. I'm not trying to butter your bread here, but Please Stand By is like my favorite show. For real, it is like my favorite show. And when I first got into it, when I first discovered it, you guys were like pretty far along. So I had all the old episodes to go through, but now I'm caught up, and I'm just like, man, I want to please stand by. Like, I think that, my goofy show over on IC West Radio, I like to think that, like I'm a good show producer. But that show is like the only show that I listen to regularly that I go, this show's produced maybe better than mine. Maybe, possibly, depends on the kind of things you like, but I will say it's the only show that can stand even near my show.
Right.
Which is, a high compliment because, a lot of people's shows, and I don't want to knock anybody because I appreciate the effort, but, a lot of shows sound like they're recorded in like a Pringles can,
Let me call Ferg now.
You're going to call Fergal? What's up, Ferg? I have never spoken to Ferg.
Ever?
And, would be a little nervous to do so. He's such a superstar in the world of Atari podcasting.
If he's awake, and that's the only way I'll do the show tonight, if he's awake.
I would hate for him to find out that I don't... I was playing some Atari recently. I was just like, this isn't very fun. But I'd hate for him to find that out.
Your call has been
to
an automated
sorry.
Ferg's asleep. Too much time spent baking loaves of bread or whatever. Chocolate chip muffins.
At the tone, please record your message.
Well, let me leave him a message and say, look, it's up to you. Hold on. Right here. Hey, Ferg, this is Kevin. Brian Roboticist is with me. And
you should refer to me as Icy Robots for professional purposes.
I have to refer to him as Icy Robots. He's trying to talk me into doing a show tonight. I figure it's up to you. Let me know. I am in the mood to do it. I'm just a little blasé, so if we do it, it'll be free form. But maybe just for Brian, because he has nothing else to do.
I do have nothing else to do.
I can't hear you. So let me know. All right, brother. Love you. Bye-bye. All right.
You love Ferg.
I love you too.
Oh, gross.
You love me too. You said
I love, like, let's see, who do I love? I love my wife. I love my daughter, my mom, my dad, and my dog. That's it.
And me.
That's in the entire world. That's it.
I have proof.
You have nothing.
I have proof that you told me you love me.
You know what? Like, anybody can put anything together with production trickery, Kevin.
You see this? Let me open it up and read the letter that came with it.
If there's a letter in there, it's not for me. My wife fills out the Christmas cards. So don't take anything that's on there to be truthful.
It's a 6-page letter.
I can see that's not my handwriting.
That's your handwriting. Dear Kevin.
That's just, that's the yearly family Christmas card. That's not like just for you.
This is the yearly family Christmas thing with pictures of everybody in it. But this is the letter. Dear Kevin. Dearest Kevin. I'm trying to protect your feelings.
None of this is true.
It's so true.
None of this is true.
I understand that your health is not that well, so I thought I would send you something that would improve your urination. That's what that says. Urination. So that's it.
What's with you and urination in this episode?
Sorry. No, that's what you gave me for Christmas. These use urine. I thought it was urine. I thought they were French.
Nope.
Catheter bags are my previous, and I know they would help you more than they've helped me. I love you very much, more than you'll ever know. No matter how much I deny it, that just means I love you even more. Please don't ever forget that and how much you mean to me. I think of you when I fall asleep. I don't want to read it. This is kind of personal.
You're making this up as you go. Like, you're just making this up. This whole show.
Much love.
You're just making all this stuff up.
I see robots to be professional is what it says.
You have to be professional.
So I love you too, Brian.
You confuse people. They don't know who I am.
I know who you are, and it means a lot to me.
Does it?
Yeah. We're at 70 minutes.
So we're done? We're done. We're good. I can go finish that laundry I was going to work on. How often do you do the laundry?
I don't. Shelley does it for me.
Oh, really? Look at you. What a...
Hey, you got to keep them in line, Brian.
Whoa. I do all the laundry.
Yeah, well, that's a shame.
Nah, I'm I'm super organized, so that's like a chore that falls within my.
You are
my
very
abilities.
organized.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by, even though you don't think I listen to it, you can tell by listening to your podcast.
You don't listen. Tell me one thing that's ever happened. Ever.
You're organized.
Tell me one thing. Like one thing. What happened in my last episode? What was my favorite Christmas gift of all time?
Your favorite Christmas gift of all time had to be that Star Wars action figure.
No.
That came.
No, that wasn't
before
even
your
on the
favorite
list.
Gift became. That's something you wish you had on the list. But what's your favorite?
No. Why don't you listen? Let's hash this out right now on the air. Why don't you listen? Because I listen to Please Stand By like religiously. And how am I supposed to believe that you respect me as an artist and as a man if you just don't even listen?
As a man.
Mm-hmm.
I respect you as a man.
Yeah. Like, why don't you? Like, what do you like? You drive around in a car all the time, so you could listen if you want to. Plenty of people listen. Tons of people listen. And I get so much positive feedback. But like, Ferg listens. I know Ferg listens. I know Doug McCoy doesn't listen.
I'm very behind
which is fine,
on the show.
But I know Ferg listens, and I respect that. I appreciate it. But you don't. It's like I do this with you. I work with you, and you don't even bother to listen. I don't get it.
I love the show.
No, you don't.
I listen to it all the time.
You don't. What was the last episode you heard?
The last episode I heard all the way through, because I am way far behind. It's probably like 87.
That was like 2 years ago.
You're on episode 329. You did the Star Wars
I'm on
Galactic.
episode. I just finished recording episode 141.
You're on
this week.
Geek Fest Rants, though. You recorded episode 329.
No, Geek Fest Rants isn't me. That's my friend Carlos. Carlos is one of the great people on the IC Robots Radio Network. He does Geek Fest Rants. He just had the 7th anniversary of doing a weekly show.
God bless him. That's the show. That's the one I thought was you.
No, Kevin.
You did the top 5 WWF episode 82.
See, but that was a reposted old episode because I took the Christmas period off.
You did Geek Fest Rants episode 28 of Star Wars.
Oh my God, that's a typo. That is actually 328. Let me fix that while we're here on the air. Let me get into
Sure. Yeah, you better fix that. And no, the last Toys R Us report was the top 5 favorite Christmas gifts of all time. You were like, hey, kids, thanks for stopping by, whatever. We have a super fun show ahead this week. We started off complaining about Best Buy. Then you were complaining about the flea market. And
you didn't hear me complain about Best Buy? Best Buy is the worst.
And
Best Buy is the worst.
I am way behind. But another thing, like I said to you before, when I work and I do deliveries, I don't stop the recording. I get up and I miss part of the show while I go and get the stuff because it's too much of a pain in the butt to push pause every time I get to a house. And then when I come back,
what an effort.
Got
to push that button.
Let me read.
It's not like you have to
this
crank a machine to make it stop. You just beep.
Page 7. Kevin, I know you don't listen to the show, but that does not bother me. If I bring it up on the show, ignore it. I'm just doing what you told me to do.
I feel like you're using me on this show,
for my
but
own
you don't
fame.
respect me as an artist or as a man.
Not true. We got to work this out sometime on another episode.
It's true, and it's not. Oh, it's raining super hard right now.
Oh, we do have to end. We're hitting the 75 to 80 minute mark here.
That's fine. How much do you think you'll edit this down to? Good tight 15.
Hour 5.
Hour 5.
Hour 5. Hour 10. So
for
join
this
us
upcoming
next
year.
time.
What?
So join us next time when Brian says.
Talk to you guys soon. Hope to see you soon.
Can't you do? You were just talking about.
I don't know the outro.
Anything. Come up with like a saying.
Okay,
quote.
you just want me off the top of my head to come up with the profound outro saying.
Something your brain would be something that would make the world change.
Until next time, Hakuna Matata.
Gross.
I've never seen The Lion King, so I don't even know what that means. I just hear people say it from time to time.
I think that's a disease.
Hakuna Matata.
I think it's something fajita.
Until next time, Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Until next time, In the words of the great, profound prophet, Bobby McFerrin, don't worry, be happy.
There we go. That's it. Well, that's kind of submissive. That's just like whatever.
It's a bit dismissive, if you ask me.
Yeah,
you're just like, hey, man, don't worry, just be happy. Like, it's that easy.
Just be happy that the atom bomb is coming down on your head.
That's like saying, hey, don't be sick, be healthy. Don't be sick, be healthy. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll just do, all right, got it. Thanks.
Please visit Zerbinator.wordpress.com. Visit Zerbinator Land on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. All shows available in iTunes, Stitcher, RSS download, and Google Play. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.